some days you end up with a really good bargain. Earlier this week I had a customer come in with some old computer gear that they were wanting to get rid of, and one of them contained this Z68 motherboard. It itself was in an old half-X case with busted USB ports on the front USBs. It contained a couple of 1TB hard drives, 16 gig of Corsair Dominator RAM, DDR3. It also contained an Intel 2500K and a modular Thermaltake 875 watt power supply. I had a legit copy of Windows with the disk and the product key and everything, and it had an old GTX 560 1 gig model that required two 6-pins power for it. And got all that for $100. The customer was happy that they had free space again, and I was damn happy with the computer gear that I just got. Now, being that it's over about 6 years old, I thought I'll take off the cooler off the board and just reapply the thermal paste. So that's pretty much what this whole video is about. But after this, I've ended up rebuilding this system. I've sold the processor separately, and then I've put in a E3 1225 Xeon. I've changed it to 8 gig of RAM, put in a 240 gig solid state drive, and put a 2 gig GTX 960 in there. And with that from there, I've chucked on a few games, mainly Counter-Strike Global Offensive, which is the primary game that I play. Put that on there just to give it a quick test out. On most maps, it was getting at 1080, everything turned up, it was getting probably between 200 and about 260 frames a second, which would definitely look good on a 144Hz screen. Video on hand here, pretty much relatively straightforward. Use the standard Phillips head screwdriver, undo them on the back, and just lightly lift it up. Just be careful not to bend too much, or else you'll end up potentially cracking the heat pipe, which is what you definitely don't want on this. But overall, this is a pretty impressive motherboard. Came from 2016. Another thing I did notice on this board is there's two USB 3 headers. I'm really yet to see that on many current mid-level mainboards, and this is a 6-year-old motherboard that has two of them, which is definitely impressive. But overall, a good system, and it turned into a good build. So yeah, from here on out, just let the video play out. Catch ya.